Hi, I'm Crystal, and we are here with another Limelight by Alcone product knowledge training video. This one is going to be a little bit lengthy because it's going to cover a couple of different things, but we're going to go over our Botanical foundation. I have the foundations here, and I'm going to start by reading from the product information sheet, and you will get this in the product information booklet that you'll get in your starter kit, as well as I will have product information sheets uploaded in our team files. So this formula comes from RCMA, which is a professional cosmetics company. They're kind of low-key. They're not super well-known unless it's somebody who knows a lot about good makeup. RCMA stands for the Research Council of Makeup Artists, and it is one of the top-selling professional foundations worldwide. Now, you could talk to your friend who doesn't know much about makeup. Maybe she thinks she knows a lot about makeup, and she goes to Sephora all the time, and you could say RCMA, and she may not know what you're talking about. But this is something that probably most makeup artists prefer, this foundation, over any other foundation out there. And it's used on thousands of celebrities, including Beyonce, J-Lo, Kim Kardashian, Blake Lively. Gosh, the list is like forever long. Beauty blogger Candy Johnson said that RCMA are the essential foundations palettes for any makeup artist. You can match any and every skin tone from the lightest fair to the deepest, darkest tones. I use these for my own personal foundation too. You can cover, highlight, contour your face from tan in the summer to lighter in the winter and every shade in between. Video blogger Wayne Goss has a review entitled Probably the Best Foundation in the World, if you look his videos up on YouTube, and he highlights RCMA. Now again, with our other products that are not made by us specifically, it's not something that I want you to go advertising. I don't want you to say we have RCMA foundation. This is our Botanical foundation. If people start asking you for more information about it, that's when you can tell them privately, you know, our foundation is made by RCMA. But it's just, we want our brand to be recognized as Limelight, not as the people who make the products that we sell. You know what I mean? It is a wax-based foundation, which is something kind of different. It looks like a cream. I'll show you an individual one. So it looks like a cream, but it's actually wax-based. So it's going to sit on top of your skin. It's not going to like cake up and stuff. It contains only pure vegetable oils and waxes. And just because it has vegetable oils in it does not mean that it's oily, okay? Don't take that conception, because it's not. It's FDA-approved colors. It does not contain any animal product ingredients, perfume, lanolin, petroleum, or mineral oils. The first two, which would be perfume and lanolin, can cause, I'm trying to read and I don't have my glasses on. The first two, which would be the lanolin and the perfume, can cause allergic reactions on some skin, and the last two, which would be petroleum and mineral oil, are not absorbed by the skin, causing excess oiliness on the surface. In other words, this foundation is healthy for the skin, will never clog the pores, and has cured facial acne for many of our customers. Now, you can't, for your own well-being and the company's well-being, you cannot make a claim that it will cure acne. However, it's not, this makeup is not going to clog their pores. It's non-comedogenic, which means that it does not settle into the pores. It does not clog the pores. It's not going to cause them to break out. Dermatologists would approve. Most commercial liquid foundations have a ratio of about 18 to 23% pigment. That's what happens when I read too fast. Percent of pigment to their liquid. Our foundation has at least 50% pigment to the waxes and oils, so that a very, very little bit goes a long way. So when something only has 18% pigment, you can go and put a whole bunch on your face and you feel like you didn't get any coverage. When something is 50% pigment, just a teeny, teeny, tiny little bit, which I'll get into one of my palettes here that's open. Just this teeny, tiny bit right here, which is just me touching my finger on there. See how, I mean, that part of my tattoo is black, and all that is a dab of a finger. I could completely cover my tattoo easily if I wanted to. Our Botanical foundation lasts throughout the day. Oh, I missed a word. Our Botanical lasts better throughout a long day than comparable commercial foundations and requires less touch-ups. I never have to touch my foundation up. I'm just going to say, and I am trying to leave my personal opinions out of these, but I have never had to touch my foundation up. Some people might. The best ways to use this are, since these foundations contain more pigment, you only need to have a little bit to have a great impact. You can get from sheer coverage to complete full coverage. It's up to you. If you want to achieve a sheer light coverage, use a damp, non-latex sponge or damp foundation brush. For normal to opaque coverage, use a dry, non-latex sponge or foundation brush. For all-day opaque coverage, set with our perfect pressed powder, which I will go over in another video. For a hydrated look, apply a very small amount of must-do to the skin before applying this foundation, and I will go over a must-do in another video. For a glossy look, place a drop of liquid sunshine on the foundation and mix together with a sponge or brush, and I will go over the liquid foundation or the liquid sunshine in another video. When applying to dry skin, add a drop of Skin Therapist to the foundation and mix together with a brush or sponge, and I will go over the Skin Therapist in another video. So this foundation is so versatile. That's why I said this video is going to be a little bit longer than the others. It comes for us in 12 shades. These are my personal demo palettes. They're kind of a mess. But as you can see, here's the 12 shades. And we have, these are what I would call the super lights. And then this is the olive series. The olive series is going to be for people with pink undertones. The super lights, we have porcelain, which was actually created for Queen Amidala to wear in the Star Wars movies. It's basically white. So it's a good highlight color. Very, very few people, I don't think I've ever color matched anybody to this color. But sometimes people will take this and mix it with like Shinto 1, because this one does have it's supposed to have a golden undertone. So, as you guys can see, this is ivory. I don't have very many people that I color match to ivory, but I do know a few people that wear ivory. Down here is Gina Beige. This is probably our more popular of our lighter colors. And then we get over into our olives. We have Olive 1. Olive 1 and Gina Beige are a lot alike in color, except Gina Beige has a little bit more of a peachy undertone to it, while our Olive 1 has a little bit more of a pink undertone. Olive 2 is probably one of my most popular colors. I think that a lot of people are Olive 2. And then Olive 4 is just a little deeper than that. I don't have too many people who are Olive 4. I'm going to say that out of this palette right here, probably Olive 2 and then Olive 1 would probably be the ones that I sell the most of. And then over in this palette, we have our Shinto series and then our MB series. And our Shinto series, Shinto 1 would probably be my second most popular. It is the light color for people with golden undertones. It's what color I wear. This is Shinto 2, which is a little bit darker in mine. I was getting a sample out and I got a little too much, so I just had to put it back in there. Shinto 4, a lot of African American people actually wear this, and so do a lot of like Hispanic or Middle Eastern people. It does have a very orangey undertone to it, but I see some people who wear this color and it looks amazing on them. MB5 would be like our next step up into the dark colors. MB6 and MB8. This is for your super, super dark African American people. And then some people also use these as contour colors as well. The people who don't necessarily wear these colors, just like they use the porcelain and the ivory as highlight colors. So those are just some little tidbits about them. Now, you can buy the foundations individually like this, and they'll come like this. This is $36. It will come to your customer in this little palette like this, or to you. Now, if you want to see what color you're wearing, and also because our stuff can be customizable, so you can buy Z palettes or put your own palette together. I'm just using a big paper clip. I'm sure that there might be a real tool for this, but you can pop it up. And if you're ever curious about what color your foundation is, when you pop it out, it's written on the bottom. So this was Gina Beige. And it's magnetic, so it goes right back in there. Also, we have this, which is $76, and this includes 2 concealers of your choice, and then a foundation, which I don't have any in here, but I just wanted to show you guys this palette. And then these palettes right here, the 6-well palette, is $150. You can put any 6 colors. You can get 6 of the same color. You can mix and match. You can do whatever you want. I have them put together by the lights, and then the olives, and the Shintos, and the darks. To get them out of this, see these little holes back here? You just want to be kind of careful because you don't want to just poke it through, just like so, and then it pops right out. So you can rearrange, and this is the ivory, and as you can see, it says ivory on the bottom of there, and then it goes right back in there, and they're magnetic, so they're not going to fall out. Now, for applying your foundation, the tools that we have, and I don't have a foundation brush up here. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. I normally would have been more prepared than this, but I didn't think about this because nobody really uses this. But just for the sake of showing you, we do have our foundation brush. I'm not 100% sure the price on this one because this is our brand new brush line. So if anybody needs to know the price on this, let me know if you don't know it, and I will let you know. But this one, you're probably never going to sell this one to go with foundation, honestly. I don't know anybody that uses it with foundation. This is very popular. This is our buffer brush. It is a stipple brush. So you're going to do it in light circular motions. And I will do application videos as well, but those will be later. This is my personal one, as you can see. It's just a little round brush. This one is $28. It's a very popular item. This is our new brush line. The brushes are made by Botanical Tools. I can't tell you like a ton of info on them right yet because I don't know a ton of info on them yet because they were just launched like last month. So I'll be doing a more in-depth brush video later. But the buffer brush complements this foundation very well, and a lot of people love this brush. Also, our Blenderful. Everybody loves our Blenderful too. It's our Beauty Blender sponge. It has this, see that flat edge there? We have pointy edges here and a rounded edge here. It's very cushy. Like, it's not like any other beauty blender I've ever used. It's $18. I like to get it damp, and then you just put it in your foundation, and then you just bounce it on your face, and it gives you amazing coverage. You can take the little ends here, get all up under your eyes, in the corner of your eyes. This flat edge here is good for applying your pressed powder. You can honestly probably apply all your makeup with this sponge. You have to be really careful so that you can make sure you can use all the different corners, but our Blenderful is very, very popular, and it comes in its own little mesh bag, little magnetic closure. So, just like that. And I'll probably talk more about the Blenderfuls in their own video, but this is just to talk about it with this foundation. It is a very popular choice. And then we also have our non-latex sponges. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wedge sponges in here. These are $3. They're really cheap. I have a lot of these that I just use, or that I use for parties. Whenever people are trying the foundation, they're washable and reusable. You can use them with your foundation. You can use them with all kinds of things, but we have these as well. And that is basically our foundation. If anybody has any more questions, or if there's anything about the foundation that you feel like I didn't cover well enough, let me know, and I can do a follow-up to this. But hopefully this was helpful.